another edition of Giani cooking show. Okay, so like today, what we're gonna do is like how to pan cook, pan fry a trout, a rainbow trout, fresh, right from the stream. So, okay, here we go. The way that my grandmother used to do it. So I'm gonna take my infused with herbs of Provence garlic oil, and I'm going to put just a smidge, and I will put the recipes on my comments on YouTube. So I'm gonna pretty much V-seed it up, some baby tomatoes in there, and what I'm going to do, I am going to take some handful of black olives, put it right in there. Little bit of herbs of Provence, right in there. Garlic, right in there also. And then, let me get established right here. All right. Now you're talking. I'm going to take this beautiful, absolutely beautiful rainbow trout. Look at that. How much of a noble fish it is. Look at this beauty. Fresh, straight from the stream, okay? And what I'm going to do with it, all right, I'm going to take some orange, and I'm going to stick it right in the belly. Obviously, the trout has been already cleaned. I'm going to do 3 chunks of orange right in the belly, and I'm going to stick it right in there. So let's recap. I got some olive oil. I'm doing my garlic right now. Okay. Now, let's concentrate. Look how beautiful that dish is. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. It doesn't take long actually to cook. So what I'm going to do to it is that I'm going to stick some parsley all over it. Okay. And I'm going to do actually, I don't know. That's going to work. And I'm going to do just a smidge of capers. That's it. Now, when this is going a little bit, all right, I got my, oh wow, sweetness. All right, I'm going to take some balsamic vinegar. I'm going to stick it right in there. Okay. I can even tell you the flavors, how great they are. And then what we're going to do, we're going to on high, and we are actually going to cover it, if I can find my cover, which is right there. Okay, so again, in the spirit of not complicating things, the way that my grandmother used to cook that stuff, all right, like fish, she used to add, God rest her soul, she used to, and I'm sure she's looking at me from upstairs, she used to put fennel seeds everywhere. And I can't even stress enough the use of fennel seeds into her cooking and to my parents' cooking. So again, when I talk about my parents' restaurants, again, it was a lunch restaurant, bunch of lunch restaurants in Paris. And the big difference between dinner restaurants and lunch restaurants is it's because you can pretty much do whatever you want. You can have like steak and frites, or you can have the most simple things, complicated things. For lunch in Paris, people work in the corporate world, and they always would appreciate to come to my parents' lunch restaurants because they would pull out things from the countryside, things that people don't have the time to cook at home, or they're just too busy for whatever reason. And some people, they would work late after hours, so they would enjoy like a really good lunch and a business meeting or whatever it is. But so the place was all the restaurants that they had. My parents were always super busy because when you talk about the volume of people who used to come at lunchtime that would enjoy a very good lunch, very simple. They had a very simple menu that would constantly change. If the trout looked good, if the the burger meat would look good, or whatever it was, they would change their menu all the time. A lot of English speaking people used to come there. So I think that the most common dish that they had there was steak frites with a salad. But otherwise, you're talking about all the time an evolution of menus, basically. So again, you don't want to torture the trout too much, but look how beautiful it is. So trouts are part of the salmon family, basically. So you don't need to overcook them. All right. So I just love the use of very natural parsleys and herbs, and you don't want to overcook things because you get rid of the nutrients. And the beauty of using those seeds like fennel seeds and all the herbs of Provence, capers, black olives and stuff like that. Now, a lot of people say, I don't like to do too much with my trout. That's great. Also, I'm the same way. I'll cook like that, and by all means, I could actually feature how to cook, maybe in the summertime or when in different times when I do some cooking outdoors. We'll kind of do that kind of stuff, that cooking it the American way outside, or wherever, when you go fishing in the mountains of Italy and you're catching trout, or Slovenia, and you kind of do that. But otherwise, for today, we're kind of like, again, I'm going to tease you with my grandmother kind of cooking a little bit with the black olives, with the cherry tomatoes, the garlic, the herbs of Provence, the fennel seeds. And it's a little bit of a crossover between Provence type of cooking and Italy. Because again, my grandmother spent quite some years in Italy, and basically we lived in Provence in the south of France. So it's like a cross of the old world from Italy and Provence. And I think that what we're dealing with is that these people, they came from very humble beginning, but I think that in the Italian cuisine and French cuisine, they always kind of used a lot of rosemary and local herbs and stuff like that. So that's why, because I grew up in Provence, it's kind of like part of my world to actually feature those herbs quite a lot in, for example. So again, what we're going to do is that I think that I'm going to do something a little bit different. And again, there you go. Up. So what we're going to do is that I basically shake the meat gently. All right. And it is absolutely done. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to transfer this trout right there. Okay. And I am going to drench it with that juice from black olives. No butter, olive oil. That was the recipe always at home. Very seldom everybody used butter in my house growing up. But holidays or no holidays, what a noble fish to cook. Extremely fast, and it's a feast for nobles. Again, have a good appetite and happy Thanksgiving. And we'll try to put another video out next week.